So there's actually 5 key reasons why the crypto bull run is rising. So that's pretty cool what I'm seeing right now. But there's actually a big problem with crypto right now. And that is, well, what we're seeing is there is definitely opportunities to make gains. So that's a pretty cool factor. But in a sense, there probably going to be people that are going to be buying at the top. And they're going to be making huge losses. So you got to be careful about that. That's one thing that I'm really worried about. I'm your host, Coin Central, and I'm discovering crypto every single day. If that's something you're interested in, smash that like button, because we do have more content like this in that sense. But there is 5 reasons why crypto is beginning a bull run. One of them is FTX not being bankrupt anymore. So that's one big thing. The other one is like Bitcoin spot ETFs. That's the thing I feel like people were waiting for, 1 year for now? Because they got delayed until 2023. And I guess because also the economy was pretty much destroyed at the moment. So they didn't really want to post Bitcoin ETF if there was no interest, right? This cost like 200 billion, 20 billion. It cost a lot of money. It definitely cost a lot of money. And I think that's where the problems arose. People just didn't want to stay with those gains. Didn't want to stay with basically crypto bull runs. But that being said, I definitely think there is going to be some major price rises in that sense. So there is going to be opportunities for those that haven't bought Bitcoin yet. I don't think those gains are going to be so big as ever before because Bitcoin is getting only bigger and bigger.
Federal Reserve's interest rate decisions are looking more positive, and the outlook for 2024 looks a lot like it did back in 2020 and 2021. Here's what I mean. Historical trends have shown us that there is a correlation between low interest rates and surges in the cryptocurrency.
So yeah, definitely the market improving is definitely a very good factor to see, basically more runs for its money. We have been waiting for those low interest rates. Those high interest rates have been basically giving people not a chance to buy any crypto, not giving a chance to buy any housing, any real estate. And that's where I feel there was a lot of problem.
Inflation, the direction of interest rates could play a huge, crucial role in the entire crypto market in 2024. So we'll be keeping our eyes very closely on that. Number 2, the Bitcoin halving event. Anytime we have a halving event, it is usually setting up to be a crypto bull run. This next halving event is scheduled for April 2024, and it's a significant milestone anytime this happens, and it happens when? Every 4 years. This event, which halves the reward for Bitcoin mining, looks to control inflation and reinforce Bitcoin's value proposition. While previous halvings have historically led to price increases, Fidelity, big player, obviously, and they're coming to the crypto table, they note that there's a diminishing impact over time as Bitcoin gets bigger, which is true, right?
I also feel like the Bitcoin price rise is basically a starting point for all the institutions that had to buy the Bitcoin. So I guess if you buy a spot Bitcoin spot ETF, you can't make an IOU Bitcoin. You have to buy it beforehand. You have to have, like, for every single customer buying that Bitcoin, they have to hold that, right? They have to hold 1 for 1. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now in that sense, is crypto basically seeing those price rises exactly as people wanted. So that's the good news about it. I definitely think there's going to be probably people coming back in the crypto long term. There's people going to be making those crypto key decisions. And again, there is going to be probably more possibility to see those bull runs, in the sense that right now is just temporary. Right now, these dips, these small non-gains we're seeing, it's not permanent. And that is definitely exciting. But if you guys want to be kept up more to date and more content like this, smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Peace, everyone. So what's happening, you guys? There's someone that turned $1,200 into 3.5 million. So I hope you're having a fantastic day today, because I sure am. There's been a lot of crypto updates recently that a lot of people are really excited about. They are going to be, probably making a lot of money, these big institutions. But That's what we're here for. We wanted these institutions, and here we got half them. And there's different strategies to make money. But victims here are because of following people. Cattle Master, Bitcoin, and Shiba Inu. This guy made $3.5 million from Shiba Inu, actually. Bitcoin is always profitable after 4 years of holding, but for other altcoins, I'm not sure. So you gotta be really careful about that. And your friend Somni, I've been watching him for some time, and I really like his content overall.
2021 was. How redacted 2021 was, all right? And look at his username, 15IQ Capital. So that's what was going on there. Now, Mr. Candlemaster, he said, all right, Shiba Inu's pumped. It's pumped a lot. Now, how can you even deduce all this information? Well, you see SHIB up here, friends. See this SHIB column this on the top left? If you go to the far right, he started with, look, $1,800.
So he made $3.5 million with SHIB. He's been buying a lot of these tokens. He made $1.8 million with Hawk.
On January 31st. And this is the Shiba Inu chart, remember. Now, look, if you zoom in, you can see with Shiba Inu, he puts $1,200 in. He turns it into 16,000 realized. He's got $65,000 up the top.
This is absolutely insane. Look at this, him buying altcoins. This is like the biggest portfolio ever. And he actually made some losses on here, but he bought Hokkaido Inu, which actually made huge gains in that sense. That's where I find it really weird. How can people find these type of tokens? Like, that to me is absolutely insane on what we are gonna be. What we are seeing is just people making bank. People making literal bank with buying crypto coins. So that is absolutely incredible if you ask me. But it does tell me people, you know, can... He also bought Boot Doge. Actually, he didn't buy it. He put it down. He ran away from BBD G2 Bok. I never heard of these tokens, but he made 200k with Bali.
31st. And this is the Shiba Inu chart, remember. Now, look, if you zoom in, you can see with Shiba Inu, he puts $1,200 in. He turns it into 16,000 realized. He's got $65,000 up the top, which is, this is actually the most weirdest part of all. Because if you go down to January 31st, where he got in, and I'm going to show you on the chart right now, we can actually get the price measurement. I want you to just see this, okay? So he gets in January 31st. I mean, this is absolutely crazy.
So he bought just when I started making videos for Shiba Inu. So here I can see SHIB did 400x in a single week. I remember when there was like a truck driver, which made absolute massive gains. And this was only possible with SHIB. SHIB literally made multi-billionaires because everybody bought in.
And I've zoomed into the chart right here. Now, this is going to be wild, friends. You see January 31st here. Look, SHIB goes and does like a 400x pop out of nowhere. I'm just going to assume he's able to get this price here. So this is going to be crazy. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw out how much his return would be if he held his original SHIB. I mean, because SHIB went and it did something like we've never, ever, ever seen before, right? It just kept going.
And we probably won't see something like SHIB pretty much anywhere else just because it's growing like so much rapidly. It's going to be really hard to see these price gains that SHIB is seeing right now. That's the big problem with Shiba Inu. When are we going to be seeing like something like SHIB rising again? I don't see it, guys. Like, that's the biggest problem. There is crypto growing right now, and it's nowhere near.
Is a 3,500x. So if we go back to his chart, I just want to see up the very top, how much did he put in SHIB? He put in $1,200. I wonder, 1,200 times 3,500x.
So he made 4.2 million, and it probably dipped a bit because when the bear market came, yeah, obviously dipped. But that's the real exciting factor. You never know when Shiba Inu is going to have that big, massive price rally. So to me, it's definitely exciting to see like opportunities like this rising in crypto. It's absolutely incredible in that sense how much crypto can grow and probably will grow more in the future.
Oh my gosh. found every coin.
So what exactly was his strategy to buy? You know, this was his meme coin strategy to buy. He called himself Kettle Master. I think he had an interview back in 2021 of every dog coin because shit pumped. He called himself. He put in $1,000 every single and profited 3.3k. So he put 1k. So it's not like you have the issue with this one is not like you have he was also early with the market rising, right? But it's not really as simple as that because he did buy US Kita, he did buy Cyber Doge, it did rise. The issue is here is he bought about 50 of these. So he started with $1,800, sure, but he put $1,000 into each of these actually. Actually, though, he started with $1,800 here. He put 2k into SHIB. It actually went up to 65k. I don't know if he sold, but definitely makes you wonder like what crypto is right now, like what's happening with crypto. To me, it just looks incredible. It's the possibility like that. Do you guys think it could be happening anywhere else than crypto? I don't think so. I don't think this will happen anytime in the future. Like, this is not going to be happening at all in the future. And that's what, to me, is really scary. Because we might never get, like, a price bump as SHIB's price bump in that sense. So, that's a bit problematic, but it's pretty interesting factor overall. So if you guys want to be kept up to date with more news like this, smash that like button and I'll keep you guys with more news because this is... I'm just the loss of words. I don't know what to say here. He can't sell Puck token because it's $165. I guess there was no liquidity. He ran away on a lot of these coins that he made huge losses. Or maybe put down Moon Doge. Black Shiba. These are one of the most like interesting coins I never heard of before. So to me is just so fascinating that they even exist. Like, who would have known, guys? That's where, I guess that's where the big money is, right? With these crypto tokens in that sense. So to me, I don't know what's gonna happen or where crypto is gonna go next, but if he can make $1,200 with 3.5 billion, where can you make that in other lifetimes? I think absolutely nowhere. I don't think that's possible as absolutely anywhere other than crypto to make so many gains. But this was just his strategy. It wasn't even a big strategy. It wasn't like hedge fund strategy. You'll notice something. The date is May 2021. Everybody decided to copy him after the pumps and when it was literally at the top. Huge red flags, right? So that's where the red flags are coming in from. That's what I find a bit problematic. People decided to do this strategy, but during the peak, you know? If you want technical analysis, check Vintage Crypto. Like, this is the problem. People buy at the top and then expect, okay, it's going to rise a bit more, and this guy knows what he's doing. Sometimes you can be lucky crypto and just make a bank, a crypto bank in that sense. And sometimes you could just end up failing in a big sense.
And I even have it here spelled out right here for you. If you look at all the comments and the people following Kennel Master, you'll notice something.
So yeah, you got to be careful before you buy from somewhere else just because he had a successful strategy. This doesn't mean, you know, you will be. I think this guy was super lucky. He made 3.5 billion. This is only possible in crypto. Will Shiba ever do 400x again? Probably not. Like, it's such a small chance that it might not end up happening in Affinity. And it might it happened with Solana, but that's because Solana was super low. And Solana has a big backing of other cryptocurrencies. I think this is where the real opportunity arose, basically. I feel like that more people need to start to realize, hey, maybe crypto is not gonna be increasing but as much as people think. Maybe it's gonna be even dropping a bit. Maybe it's gonna be dipping a bit. And that's fine too. That's completely fine. And I'm excited for that. I want to see more potential on that. But again, crypto right now, it's so uncertain. We don't know where it's going to be. We don't know what's going to happen to it. We don't know who's going to stay around. And there is going to be probably more opportunities to see some price growth, but there is just people copying. That's not a complete strategy. So I guess that's the point of the video. If you guys want more content like this, smash that like button, and I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Till next time, peace everyone.
Welcome back
So
to
there
you.
might be a huge market correction nobody's talking about. What's happening, everyone? I'm your host, Coin Central. And who are you really buying the Bitcoin from? Are you buying it from the big institutions? Are you buying it from anyone at that sense that is gonna dump it on you? So you gotta be careful who you buy it from, because sometimes people do buy it at the top and you can't really predict the right top. So there was people buying coins in 2021. Crypto.com, for example, I'm not pointing fingers, still has not recovered from the big market rallies. And that's where I think the big problem lies ahead. Like a lot of these cryptos, they still haven't seen those massive gains we were waiting for. They still haven't seen those massive bull runs. And in a sense, that's not necessarily that bad, but it just makes you think, like, are these whales going to be selling at the top, just like what they did with Bog? When Bog was listed on Binance, we saw huge sell-offs. It has insider who has given a technical EAA at 1 cent and 10 cents. When you're buying Molestia, TAA is at 12 cents. So I'm guessing people got this coin at 1 cent and now it's like $12. It got a 14x already. You're literally buying their 130x backs up, and it's been out less than a month. They will keep shilling it on the crypto airwaves so they can dump lock on you later during bull market. So a lot of these tokens, you know, people see the prices are cheap and end up buying. That's the biggest problem I notice. Is like, just because it's cheap, it doesn't mean that it's good. So that's where I'm worried. Like, people still end up buying it in that sense. Like, they still think, okay, crypto right now, it's a massive bull run rally. It's going up. It's cool. No, it doesn't mean it will go up. It might never recover. But people still buy because they don't know the backsider info. They don't know. They still think they're early to Bitcoin. But Bitcoin has been up so much. Yeah, it might increase, but to get, you know, from $100 to $30,000 is much easier than getting right now from you know, 46,000 to 80,000. It's going to be much more of an uphill battle. And that's exactly what people are really frustrated about in that sense. Like, what people have started to realize is, yeah, crypto is cool, but there is a lot of uncertainty of where crypto might be. So, for example, it might rise up tomorrow, it might rise up today, but that bull run, it just might not last. And I think that's where what people like in the crypto market spaces, they have started holding on to or selling off their small cap altcoins. So this is the worst factor here.
They were too busy posting pictures of another man's belly. See, if they really knew what they were doing, they would know that they are the coffin emoji, and that coffin emojis are bullish bottom signals, okay? If they had any clue, but they don't.
So this is the most important factor he actually talked about, Bitcoin's prices.
Disgusting. Can you believe it? This is disgusting, okay? Like, even from 40K to 120K, 2 to 3x, okay? Plus, imagine you're at the all-time high. They're going to be saying those, friends. That's what I'm talking about. At the all-time high. 60, 70, at 70K, that's what they're going to be saying. They're like, now that we're at the all-time high.
Yeah, so I think we saw the same pattern in 2021 is people said, oh, it's going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up. And it ended up not going completely up. That was the big problem. So that's where I find, like, where will the top be for Bitcoin? So definitely be careful when you're looking for major price gains. What is crypto going to be? Where are we going to be crypto in the long term? What's going to be changing in crypto in that sense? And what can we do to improve these crypto bull runs? If you guys want more content like this, you know what to do. Smash that like button, and I'll keep you guys updated. Until next time, peace everyone.